On the IQ review, we are looking at Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Kung Fu, get!
In a time of extraordinary legends, in a place of ancient secrets, the greatest hero the world has ever known is about to kick his first butt. Now, after a lifetime of training, to deliver the people from the forces of darkness, 20th Century Fox invites you Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
All right, so this is the trailer of Kung Pao, Enter the Fist, directed by Steve Odekirk and also starring Steve Odekirk, who did some stuff with Jim Carrey.
He directed that too?
No, he wrote it. He was with
Gotcha.
He helped write Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty and Ace Ventura. So he's into that stupid kind of humor.
Yeah.
It's a strange movie that is it's a comedy that actually takes footage from an old 70s martial arts film called Tiger and Crane Fist and puts himself into the movie.
And there are disclaimers for that.
Yeah. And okay, I'm not going to say any more. What do you think, Matt?
I didn't like this movie at all. Honestly, I thought it was terrible. I mean, I thought they purposely made it look bad. They purposely made it sound bad. They purposely made it so random. I mean, I was just watching it. I mean, he starts fighting a cow at one point, and his words are off the entire time. It just wasn't funny to me. And I was like, why would you make a movie that is just purposely bad? You know, I just didn't really get it, and then called it funny. I didn't really get it. There were a few lines and stuff that were funny, but besides that, it never really interested me at all.
Smack. Dang.
You just
hardcore.
Kung Fu down.
Jeez. Hello.
Nice.
Karate chop that one.
Okay.
What do you think, Joan?
Well, for me, this is coming from someone I love, Jay and Silent Bob. I love old slapstick stuff. I liked the movie. Wouldn't say I loved it. It was amazing and perfect, but it was pretty good. I thought it was funny. The different part, how they cast the character, how they dressed him. Mm-hmm. I mean, they do forcefully make sure it's obvious, it doesn't fit it in certain scenes, that he, talks a certain way, that the cast has different kinds of voices maybe. Sometimes it don't fit them. I mean, it's funny. I was laughing and I thought it was really funny. The costumes, the set, the story, in the funny scheme of it all, there was a story to it. So you can follow along with it. So I liked it.
Right. I liked it as well, which is kind of crazy because I seen this movie in the theater. You know, I don't remember how old I was then, and I don't want to tell anyone. But I seen it, and I was just like, this is horrible. What am I watching? I think I made it a half hour in, and I remember walking out, right? So, obviously, my whole taste and everything has changed because I had such an awesome time with this. I watched it twice in a row. Like my daughter was there. She loved it the whole time. So she's like, let's watch it again, Daddy. I'm like, you got it. We watched it. I thought it was funny. It had a lot of great bits. It's weird. It's random, but it knows what it's trying to be.
Exactly.
And if you think about how old this movie is, the technology that they use and stuff to, the green screen and all that stuff was probably not as advanced as it is today, but it might have been, it's pretty new too. So man, I was actually surprised at how well some of the things looked. So,
it was hard shots. It was things where the original guy was talking face to face and they were touching, and then they green screened him in with, I don't know, it was crazy. I don't know how they did that.
So I like the movie. I would recommend watching it. Of course, I mean, you have to totally shut off your brain and you have to just have a good time with it. It's like Zoolander, man. You gotta just you gotta be in this whole another element and to watch that.
If you're a fan of Jim Carrey movies, I think they'll really enjoy this. This is a family film. I would definitely have this watch my cousins, everybody.
Except for the one boob girl. Maybe.
I think
that's a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a kid movie. I think a ton of kids.
Is that why we like it? Is that what
daughter. I'm not surprised your daughter liked it.
Immature here.
Yeah, I mean these three I don't know about. I'm not surprised. Your daughter liked it. And I love. But I loved Zoolander. I like those kind of movies. I just the whole time watching it, I'm going, what is this movie trying to do? What is it trying to portray? And it does do good at just being dumb.
See, I think you
But
think
at the
too much
same
about
time,
it,
I
that's
just
the
went,
problem.
you know
Yeah.
what? It's just too dumb for
You
me.
are not learning anything in this movie.
No,
you
you're
were
not.
Just, this is just a
What are you
good
You might be getting
time.
dumber. You might
I
be
didn't even know
getting dumber in
tongue
this
fighting
movie.
existed until I watched this movie. And I'm not gonna mess with any cows.
Okay, so
Go ahead,
you
go
watched
ahead.
it. You watched it 10 years. It came out in 2002. So that's 10 years ago.
Hey!
Okay, so
Okay.
it's about 10 years ago. I watched it in theaters. I was 13 years old. Okay, I remember going to this theater with 3 of my friends and loving the crap out of this movie.
Aw.
Like I remember being on the floor, just like rolling
You watched Power
because
Rangers too.
Hey, don't.
Hey,
judge.
I'm the same
Hey,
age.
dude,
Come on, man.
Dragon Ball
Oh my
Z,
God.
Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Ren and
yeah.
Stimpy. Dude,
Pokemon,
that's my life. I'm
Oh,
not
man.
ashamed. Anyway, dude, I mean, like, I that was during the time when Matrix was huge. So like
Yeah,
that thing with the milk bullet time
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
hilarious to me
Yeah, it
back
was.
then. The groundhog nunchucks things was hilarious. Like I still remember like when we chose this movie, I still remembered some of the lines like my name is Betty, call me Betty. You know, all that stuff was still so was fresh in my mind. Everything. So like it was just one of those movies that I mean, even though it's not, I mean, it's never going to be nominated for Oscar or remembered for anything. Like it's stuck in my mind as a kid, and I remembered it. You know, 23 years old, and I enjoy it just the same.
There you go.
You know, maybe for different reasons, but it was like nostalgic for me.
Aw.
You know,
Awesome.
so yeah,
Yeah.
Star time.
Start
Well,
time.
out of the grace of my heart, I will give it a star.
No.
I'll give it a
Wow,
star.
he's
Yeah.
not
For
backing
me.
down. We didn't
Wow.
convince him. I thought we would convince you a little bit.
No. I still would not like if you want to see a comedy. There's a ton of others. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I gotta give this 4 stars.
Wow.
I think this is something to, you know, if you're feeling sad, if you're, you know, in a bum mood, or even if you're just like chilling out with your friends, this is a movie to watch. I mean, this is a feel-good movie. Bring your spirits up, and you're gonna laugh. So, in the words of E.E. Cummings, the most wasted of all days is one without laughter. So, I recommend it.
Whoa. I didn't know
Hey,
we were
I
getting
feel
I
philosophical
feel like
here.
I feel like I'm 12 years
immature.
old.
Yeah,
I called her
just show
immature. She
you
had
up.
to throw some intellect in there. You know, that's what just happened.
I give it 4 stars as well. Loved it. Thought it was creative for its time, even though in the time it came out I didn't like it. But it's still, I like it. It was a great laugh. I had a great laugh.
I mean, I'm not going to compare this movie to Shawshank Redemption or anything. So, like, that's how I'm going to judge my stars. I'm going to give it a 5 because I loved it. Like, it's perfect.
Wow.
Like, it is exactly what I loved it when I was a kid. I still love it now. It for what it was. It set out to do exactly what it meant to be. You know, nothing serious, absolutely stupid.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was our review of Kung Pao. Next week we were reviewing Karsus, The Prophecy and The Revelation. So 2 movies.
Anime.
So yeah,
We'll see you.
I will see ya. Hey everybody, if you got a movie for us to review, please hit us up at our Facebook or Twitter and we'll put it on our list to review soon. Thanks.